Hello, I'm Lance Zimmerman with the CattleFax Closing Bell. The beef industry typically references the choice select price spread in regard to demand for high-quality beef in the United States. The prime to choice price spread provides additional demand implications for beef, especially for fine dining restaurants. A relatively small number of fed cattle finish with a USDA prime carcass. In 2011, 3.4% of fed cattle graded prime, and the industry sold 122 million pounds of prime beef last year. Prime beef sales are dominated by middle meats, and the prime cutout represents the wholesale price paid by the upper tier of U.S. and world beef consumers. During the last 2 years, the prime cutout has distanced itself from other wholesale beef prices, improving 55% since January 2010. The choice cutout advanced 38% during that time, while select added 33%. The prime choice spread widened to more than $40 per hundredweight over the last 5 months. The widening spread for premium beef coincides with steady improvement in the restaurant sector. The National Restaurant Association's monthly Restaurant Performance Index was above 100 for 14 of 24 months since 2010. Numbers above 100 suggest industry expansion. More consistent improvement came in the fourth quarter of 2011, when the index reached an annual high of 102.1 in December, its highest mark since 2006. Same-store sales and customer traffic reached sharply higher at the end of 2011, and industry experts said fine dining restaurant business benefited during the holidays. Prices for all classes of beef and cattle are expected to reach new highs in 2012. A healthier restaurant sector, particularly in the fine dining segment, will be supportive to premium beef items and provide additional dollars to support higher cattle prices this year. The fed cattle market was $4 to $5 higher this week with light to moderate volume. In the north, the bulk of the trade was at $128 to $129 per hundredweight on a live animal basis and $202 to $203 dressed. Trade in the south was at $128 per hundredweight live, while Texas received $129. Feedlots bid aggressively for feeder cattle this week as they look to maintain capacity. Feeder cattle prices were $2 to $4 per hundredweight higher this week. Stronger grazing demand was evident in most markets, and calf prices improved $2 to $5. Slaughter cows were reported $3 to $5 per hundredweight higher, as supplies are more limited and movement this week was slowed by adverse weather conditions in the plains. Boxed beef prices moved $3 to $4 per hundredweight higher, and end meat struggled to maintain the previous week's price levels, but it appears demand to secure summer grilling items is coming earlier this year. Also, smaller slaughter levels reduced available supplies. Corn prices moved 10 cents per bushel higher on the week as talk of increased exports supported prices. Looking to next week, fed cattle supplies will be smaller again, and that trend should continue through the next 60 days. Smaller supplies and a stronger beef complex will be supportive to fed cattle prices. Expect the market to trade at $129 to $130 per hundredweight on a live animal basis. Seasonal demand and the threat of tighter supplies continue to drive feeder cattle and calf prices. Expect feeder cattle and calf prices to continue on their steady to higher trend next week. Boxed beef prices are expected to move higher next week as well. Demand continues to improve seasonally and slaughter levels remain smaller. Also, higher fed cattle prices this week will give processors a chance to raise asking prices from a relatively manageable inventory position. The choice cutout is expected to range from $190 to $194 per hundredweight, with select boxes trading at about $5 less. Corn prices improved around 10 cents per bushel since last week, and demand will continue to be the main driver for price change. Prices will likely test new resistance levels next week, around $6.50 to $6.65 per bushel next week. Thanks for watching, and remember to visit CattleFax.com to become a member and receive the latest market news and analysis.
The beef business has never been for the faint of heart. For more than 40 years, CattleFax has led the way. We're the time-proven leader in research, analysis, and information, equipped with the industry's most powerful database. Become a member at CattleFax.com.